Yo, 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 what is going on, IK Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder. We are back again to give you that good on the regular, that education / quality information. Okay, today, Server 79 has opened. We have been having players come in now for what seems to be the past few hours, and at least what I should say is as of the time of recording this video, and we have an estimated about 110 to 120 players that are planning to come in, expected I should say, within the first 24 to 48 hours, in addition to others that we have in the pipeline, players, small, big groups that we're still talking to, along with hot leads that we have pursuing in addition to that. As always, make sure you guys sub, like, and of course, ring that notification bell to get updates when we have new content coming out. It is an exciting time. For those that are looking at my account now, you can see that we are here in Server 79. It is an exciting time right now. We actually have a new guy here that just ended up coming up on the boards that I just passed Fubar up. He just hasn't shown up yet, I think, but I think it's around 200K. And no, it's awesome. Again, a lot of these people we've talked to, we've had conversations with. You know, it's one of the most important things I think you have to do when you are considering bringing people in through migration, to make sure that realistic expectations are being set. You know, almost every single person that has come in that we publicly know of has either been talked to, right, has either had a conversation with me, or I've had a conversation with their leadership team where they've been able to then pass the information along, or they've at least watched the overview video on YouTube that I've made about 79. So when you can do things like that, it reduces the margin of error for when you have potential things happen like a rogue player or alliances coming in, along with us being very finicky about how we're going to manage the migration cap. That's also going to help out a lot. But it's an awesome time, and it is really exciting for 79. Just to give you some context for some of the people that may not know, right, this has been about a year and a half plus in the works for me alone. You know, I've done 7 jump projects, 4 of which were in rock, 3 of them being in IK. And even though the KVK record that the kingdoms I had built and established a foundation for in rock did very well, kind of going 3-0-1, you know, it is always a little bit, it's like the sour taste in your mouth you kind of have afterwards of just the unfulfillment of being able to be in that kingdom or server right throughout that period. To get to that point. And so, you know, when I came over to IK, you know, we had a one alliance group that went to server 6. We had a bigger group, I think of 6 to 7 alliances that went to, or maybe it was 7 or 8 that went to server 8, right, and established the foundation there. And then we went to server 6 with 6 alliances minimum, same thing. And then eventually now in 79 with a good amount of players that wanted to run it back from 36 to get to where we're at currently. It is amazing. I mean, this is the first kingdom / server that I've actively promoted in this type of way as much as I have, because my belief in the server is just a lot higher than the previous 6 groups and projects that I've done. And I think that's a big testament to the leaders we have here, to the officers we have here, and to the players that really believe in what we're building. And one of the things you'll always hear me say, right, is remember, not every server, not every kingdom is going to be built the same way. Just like myself, right, I have a vision for what I would like to build 79 into, as much as I did on my previous servers and kingdoms. And, you know, when we get a lot of players that are interested, right, that's great. That means that we're just hopefully getting more like-minded individuals that want to be a part of this type of server and this type of kingdom build. And that in and of itself, right, is always going to be appealing to, you know, a certain populace as much as other servers and kingdoms will. So for me, I'm just happy to be at this point. I do also want to give a few shout outs to some of the people in migration that specifically were helping in the recruitment process. I want to give a shout out to Embla, who's one of the leads here for FSM. I want to give a shout out to Ulevin, who's a very contributing R5 along with the temporary R6 for Fate. I also want to give a shout out to Big Chungus, who was helping us out as well. And again, these are the three people that so far, right, have put in active work in recruiting outside of myself. And again, one of the biggest things that you may hear me talk about when it comes to recruitment is how important it really is. Because without having a good recruitment team, without having people that are spending time and doing recruitment, right, the likelihood of you bringing in a lot of new blood, a lot of activity, is very low. And you need to bring in new players if you want to sustain your server and or your kingdom. Because otherwise, your drop-off is just going to keep exceeding your income, right? So your outgoing is going to far exceed your incoming player base. And that's one of the great things about migration is you can offset a lot of that and eventually kind of get back in to a positive incoming base. So just bear in mind, these things are very important. And with that being said, I do want to try and keep this video short, so I'll just kind of end it with, I'm really happy with where we're going. For any player group, regardless of the size, you could be a group of 5, a group of 30, a group of 70, 2 alliances, 3 alliances worth, anything. Again, there's no power limit, though of course we do vet and we do ask people to fill out an application, regardless of your power size. Right, information on that will be in the pinned comment below along with the description. For anyone that would like to get more information, again, I'm always available as I am leading migration recruitment for server 79, whether that's voicing with me, if you just want to text. Again, I try to make myself as available as I can, just because I think, again, migration recruitment is extremely important. With that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Last thing I want to do is, of course, give a shout out to the leads, the officers, and the members, right, who have constantly been reiterating, who have been fantastic male men and male women out there, because it does feel like there's always a lot of reiteration, a lot of friendly reminders, and for people really believing in what we're doing right now in 79, because you are the ones who keep the cogs going, and your faith and trust in me to make those good decisions, and to be there in support of all the players is what I can only describe as very humbling and very appreciative, and I'm very much looking forward to what we can continue to build together. That's it from me. Until next time, we'll catch y'all later.